Hi everyone, so I'm here today to share 7 treat bags that I made using MFT Stamps' new treat bag topper kit. So let's start out by looking at the items that are in the kit. The kit is sold out, but you can buy all the components at MFT Stamps. So to start, it comes with 3 different sets of treat bags. There are these glassine envelopes, of which there are 10. There are also some clear plastic flat treat bags, which are this next bunch of treat bags that I'm going to show you, these right here. So those are the flat treat bags. And then there are these gusseted treat bags, which are really large. So I'm not going to use this one in this video. This would be if you had a large item to put into the bag. But my bags are going to be filled with little pieces of candy. So the glassine envelopes and the flat treat bags were fine with me. This is the die that comes with the kit. This is the treat topper die, and we're going to use this a lot in this video. And then this is the inspiration sheet that comes with the kit to just give you some ideas of what types of treat bags that you can make. In this video, we're going to make some for spring, some treat bags for Easter, and also 2 birthday treat bags. So the kit also comes with 10 pieces of cardstock, and the colors are tickled pink, ripe raspberry, orange zest, lemon chiffon, limelight, summer splash, blue breeze, blueberry, wild wisteria, and last but not least, lavender fields. So these are the 10 pieces of cardstock that you get, and if you want to make spring themed bags, these are awesome colors to use, and I'm going to use all of these colors on the bags that we're going to make in this video. So when I picked up the treat topper kit, I also picked up 2 other items to help me make some treat bags, and I was inspired by the video that MFT had published for this or posted for this kit. So I got the little Cottontail cutie die and then the stitched flowers die, and we're going to use those for some of the bags that we create today. So let's get started with our first treat bag. So the first thing that I did was I cut all of the flowers out using all of shades of the cardstock, all 9 shades, and then for the green shade that's included, I used that to make leaves. So for the treat bag topper itself, I'm using some black and white 6x6 pattern paper by MFT Stamps. I thought that would be a nice backdrop for our first bag, which is going to be a birthday themed treat bag. And I'm using some sentiments from the birthday stamp set that was just released, and it says, "It's your birthday, and then let's celebrate you." And we're going to put 1 sentiment on each side of the bag. And here I'm just kind of arranging the flowers until I get a pattern that is appealing to me that we're going to use to cover the front of our treat bag topper. So I'm just using some multimedia matte glue to adhere the little centers to the flowers. So for this first bag, we're going to make some layered flowers. In other bags, we'll just make 1 layer flowers. You can do lots of different things with this stitched flowers die, which is one of the reasons I love it. For the sentiment on the front of the bag, we're going to pop it up on some foam tape. And then now we're working on the back, and we're just going to adhere that sentiment flat down on the treat tag. Now it's time to decorate the front of our treat bag topper, and we're going to put some of the flowers behind the sentiment and then other flowers in front of it. And remember, that sentiment is popped up on a piece of foam tape. So for this little flower in the corner, I'm going to tuck him right underneath our sentiment, and then for our purple flower on the left, we're going to put him over, or put her over the sentiment, and half of the little die cut is going to hang off of the sentiment. So for that, we need to pop that up also, and then the other half will be attached right onto the sentiment. So it doesn't need any foam tape. So there, we're almost done with that. We're just going to add a few little leaves for color and interest, and I'm using my multimedia matte for this part of the card. I kind of switch back and forth between my tape runner that I love and always use, and then the liquid adhesive in making these treat toppers. And now for the back, we're just going to have a nice simple decoration, just one little layered flower. And I really like these colors. I think they look nice together with the lilac and the dark blue, and then the fuchsia. Or I guess it's ripe raspberry would be the MFT color. Put a little leaf there on the edge, and that's it. So our treat bag topper is done. And now is the fun part. We get to put all the candy into the treat bag. And I'm using the small glassine envelope that's included in the kit. There are 10 of each of the 3 types of treat bags, so you can make 30 bags with this kit, which is pretty good. It's a lot of candy. I stopped off at the grocery store last night and I bought all kinds of Easter candy to make these little bags. So I've seen some people use staples to close their bags, and I decided that I wasn't going to do that for 2 reasons. 1, I don't have staples at home, and 2, I thought it would be safer for children if there were no staples. So I just use washi tape to close my bag, and then to attach my bag to the treat bag topper, I'm using some double-sided adhesive in, I think this is 1/4 inch, and it's nice and sturdy, which is going to keep the bag intact so that it doesn't fall out. And you just kind of lay the treat bag itself just down flat on the back of the treat bag topper. You close it and then just press down, and it's perfect. Now that will stay forever. Well, or until you like rip it open, right? But that's one of the reasons I love double-sided score tape. It's really strong, and it's great if you just need a strong adhesive. And then I use some white Nouveau drops for the center of the flowers on the front of the treat bag, and that's it. So that's our first little birthday treat bag. Now we're going to move on to some Easter treat bags, and we're going to use some of the new speckled pattern paper by Lawn Fawn to make our base for our treat bag topper. And we're just going to fold that in half. No need to get a bone folder for this. Scores pretty easily. And then we're going to start working on our little bunny. And I thought it would be fun to have a little front and back bunny. So the front is going to be the bunny's face, and the back is going to be the bunny's little backside. And to do that, I just cut the bunny head die, and I just cut the ears off for the backside because we don't need those. For the center of the ears, I just got out my Copic markers because I can't help myself. I love my Copics. You don't need to do this. You could just use pink construction paper or even white cardstock. But I used my Copics in R000 and then R30 just to add some shading to the ears and then to the edges of the little bunny's face here. The bunny itself is made out of fog cardstock, and then the face, the white part of the face, is marshmallow cardstock, and then the little nose is just black licorice cardstock. And then we are going to adhere a little pink nose on top of our bunny's face right there. And I also like that the extra layer gives the nose a little bit more dimension. We're going to glue down the insides of the ears with some multi-medium matte adhesive, which is nice and strong. And I also love that it's in such a small little container. Just wiping away the excess glue there. And then we're going to glue down the bunny's little face. I'm just going to hold that there for a second to let the glue set. Now it's time to glue on the eyes, and I'm just using my crystal katana to help me place the eyes. And then I'm just going to press them down and wipe away any excess glue with the edge of my katana there. Now to work on the back side of the bunny. All we have to do here is just glue on the little bunny's tail, and this die is included in the Cottontail's Cutie die set. We're going to add some sparkle to the bunny's eyes with a white gel pen, and then some little whiskers or freckles, just some little decoration to the cheeks. with our white gel pen, and I'm going to do the same to the edges of the bunny's ear. I just think it's a nice little accent on this fog cardstock. Now he looks pretty good to me. And for the sentiment, I am using a sentiment from Doodlebug's new Happy Easter stamp set, and this one says Happy Easter. And I'm just going to put it right on the backside using some black VersaFine ink. And that looks good to me. So now we're going to decorate the front of the treat bag, and I'm just kind of attaching my little stitched flowers, and then we're going to attach the back side to the back of the treat tag topper, and now the little bunny himself, and I popped him up on some foam tape. That looks so good to me. I love it. It's so cute. I love that the little bunny has a hiney. It's the best thing in the world. Now we're going to add some candy. So I'm taking some little Russell Stover's marshmallow and caramel eggs, and then these little Hershey's nuggets that have labels on them for Easter. So there's some little tulips and a little chickie and an Easter bunny. And then I'm going to adhere that with my nice spring washi tape from Doodlebug. This was just released by Doodlebug, I think, in the past month for spring. I love it. I love the little flowers. They're so cute. And then we're going to put some double-sided tape onto the back of our treat tag topper, just like we did with the first bag. And this tape is nice and strong, so it's going to make sure that it holds our chocolate in place so that the topper does not fall off of our cute little bag of candy. It'll be nice and strong. And then I'm just going to lay my bag right onto the center of the treat bag topper, fold it over, and there you have it. So now we have our second little treat bag, and this one says Happy Easter. It's a little boy bunny, and now we're going to make a little girl bunny because our little boy bunny needs a friend. So for the girl bunny, I thought she should have a sparkly cottontail, so I'm just using some white iridescent glitter cardstock for her tail. And then I'm going to use these little acrylic hearts by Honeybee Stamps. I think this is my first time using them, and they're so adorable. There are some clear pink acrylic hearts, and then some like cloudy or matte pink hearts, and there are different sizes. And I thought it'd be fun to put one on her little hiney. So maybe, I don't know why a bunny would have a tattoo, but our little girl bunny does. She's kind of sassy. And now we're just going to work on her face. And for her ears, instead of using my Copics, I just used some of the speckled pink pattern paper by Lawn Fawn. I thought that was really cute. So I'm just going to attach her ears. And then I'm going to give her some rosy cheeks with an R000 marker. And then I'm just going to add some little pretty pink shadows around the edges of her face as well. Glue that on. And then we'll glue on her pink nose after that, as well as her eyes. And we're going to give our pretty little girl bunny some eyelashes. And I'm going to just use my black Pilot pen for that. My Copic multi-liners were out of reach, or I would have used them, but the Pilot pen works really nice. This is the pen that I use whenever I address envelopes, when I send cards out, and when I write in my cards. That's the pen that I use. I added some sparkle to our little girl bunny's eyes, and then some little freckles and some little spots on her ears. And the cardstock that I'm using here, I'm using the ivory cardstock by Lawn Fawn, and then white marshmallow for the white parts of her body. And then we're going to give her the same little Happy Easter sentiment. We're going to adhere her flat down to our treat bag topper, and this is using some Lawn Fawn pattern paper in the pink speckled. And then we are going to give her a pretty little crown of flowers. So I was inspired by the MFT Stamps video introducing the treat bag topper kit when I made this, and that video actually inspired me to get the treat bag topper kit, the stitch flowers die, as well as this little Cottontail cutie stamp set. And I have to tell you, it was a great purchase. I had so much fun playing with this over the past few hours. So I definitely, if you like these treat bags and you want to try them out, I don't think you would be sorry if you made this purchase. So now I'm going to add some little the acrylic hearts to the centers of some of the flowers. And for the clear acrylic heart, I use some glossy accents just because it'll dry clear. And then for the matte hearts, I use just my regular multimedia matte adhesive. And then we're just going to add a few more little accent hearts here and there, because what's better than hearts and flowers, right? So I think she's so pretty. She's all dressed up. She has her eyelashes on, her blush on. She has her little flower crown, her little glittery cottontail, her little tattoo on her hiney, and she is just ready for, I guess to make someone happy, right? Someone who likes chocolate. So for the back of the treat bag topper, because the pattern paper is one-sided, I just wanted my handle to be pink on the back as well. So that's why I just added a little extra piece of paper there. And now I'm just arranging my little candies. And these are the Hershey nuggets and then the Russell Stover's little chocolate eggs. And now we are going to, like we did for the first two bags, just take our score tape, and then we will attach the little bag in a second. And the reason I'm showing you this 3 times is just because I think if there's any part that's going to be difficult for you with a treat topper, it's going to be finding a method that makes the little bag stick very well into the treat bag topper. So I showed you that 3 times because I think that this method of using the washi tape and then the score tape works really well, because the worst thing would be if you make 30 of these bags and then they start to fall apart. So I just wanted to share with you a method that was really successful for me in terms of getting bags that don't fall apart. So let's take a look now at the other bags I created off camera. So this is treat bag 4. I used some Doodlebug pattern paper to help me with this one. And the little bunny is made out of, I think it's chocolate bar cardstock by Lawn Fawn. I added some white blizzard drops to his little nose. And this is our 5th bag. And this one, our little bunny, she's made out of marshmallow cardstock. And again, there are some white blizzard accents there. And then these are the little chocolates I added, some Reese's peanut butter cups, some chocolate eggs, some Hershey Kisses, and the little stitch flowers that I had cut out earlier. For our 6th bag, we're not there yet. Those were the 2 little girl and boy bunnies that we had done on screen. And then this one I love, they're little chickies, I guess a little chickie and a little duck. And I used the Lawn Fawn Chick tiny box add-on to make this bag, and then also some Doodlebug, some of the Doodlebug 6x6 pattern paper that had the little Hey Chickie stamp. And then there's some glitter paper behind that. That's the new Lawn Fawn spring glitter paper. So I just think they're so cute. I love the little chickie and little duck. And then this is our birthday bag that we had made earlier. And I just love that one. I love the black and white with the really colorful flowers. And then this one, this is my Copic themed treat bag. So this one I did off camera, and I used the Girlfriend stamp set, and I just made a little ocean scene that says, "Hey girlfriend, birthday fishes." And then I used some blue and silver and green Hershey Kisses just to keep the ocean theme going. And if you're interested, if you want to see more Copic scenes like this, or if you want to learn how to make this scene, just leave me a note in the comments and I would be happy to share some other copic versions of this gift bag. I didn't think of it until very late in the process, and by then I was kind of done and ready to just move on for now. So these are my 7 bags. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you have lots of fun making your own bags, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a note below. And otherwise, I will see you again in the next video. Have a great weekend, everyone.